morning. It is Friday. We are all set and ready to go to the convention center. And I'm a little bit nervous because we have like a 2-hour window to get checked in and go through registration and set up and be ready to sell. And it's also my first sold out show. The con posted a couple days ago on Facebook that all the tickets are sold out. No tickets are being sold at the door. So this is gonna be a first. And if you watched any of my previous vlogs, you'll also know that this is my first time sharing a table. So let's go to CrunchyRoll.
Taping me.
Yes.
My new look.
Look at the top of his head. We are all set up with time to spare somehow. So happy. And of course we've got the best boy hiding.
Exactly.
You can get that. But now it's just
Ashley and Ariel, look alive! Yay!
Good night, booth. Day one is officially over. Good morning. It's day 2. Am I in frame?
Yes.
Okay.
You for real.
It's day 2, and yesterday was pretty wild for a Friday. It didn't feel like it was super busy. Like, I don't think, maybe the like 1 or 2 points it was kind of like overwhelming with a bunch of people at my booth, but it didn't feel super busy. And I'll talk more about it at the end of the vlog, but I made Saturday money on a Friday, so that's exciting. Can't wait to see what kind of absolute chaos is going to be here on a Saturday. And I once again did not sleep well, so we're gonna, you know, get it done with coffee and sheer willpower. So let's get to the con. Are you ready for day 2?
Yeah, sure. That's gonna be great.
All done with day 2. We're pretty pooped. We're gonna go get some ramen. It is finally day 3, and the last 2 days were really awesome, and I want to thank everybody who came by the booth and supported us. And I'm a lot less tired today. I don't know if I came across this way at all. I didn't do a lot of vlogging yesterday, but I accidentally took one too many 24-hour allergy pills Friday night and was absolutely suffering all day Saturday. So feeling much better today, ready to do it. I'll see you in the hall. Day 3, state of the booth. We've only sold one periwinkle pillow so far, which is sometimes unusual. Sold all of the purple chunky ween totes and the spooky Halloween totes. Running low on washi tape. The last 3 grab bags. Sold out of the little pumpkin pins for good until the new ones come in from the Kickstarter. Sold out of the periwinkle pins. Sold out of some memo pads. There's one Periwinkle and Friends sticker sheet left. Sold out of some keychains. Sold lots of stickers. And look, a friend. All loaded up. Time to go home. All right, well, the show is over now. We're back home, and I had a day or two to decompress because that was a wild ride. And like I mentioned in the day 3 intro clip, I accidentally took too many 24-hour allergy pills Friday night. I was basically indisposed all of Saturday. Ryan ran the booth all day, and luckily I was well enough on Sunday to run the booth all by myself, so thank you so much to him for helping me do everything, because without him I couldn't do it at all. This show broke records for me, which is really exciting because even though it was a sold out show, it didn't feel like it was very busy. Like, I have a feeling they put a capacity on the tickets so that it wasn't like Anime Expo levels of crowded where it's like violating laws and stuff, but it was still a really good show. And I did introduce a new system for pricing where it's like a bundle deal where it's like, this is the price for a single unit, or you could buy 2 for a slight discount. And I was always against that in the past, and I don't know why, because I think that really helped push more sales. Because, you know, people pick up 2 sticker sheets and I'm like, oh, those are 3 for $12. Do you want to get one more? And it almost always works. So that was really cool. And a quick reminder that I won't talk about numbers on these when I talk about my profits and expenses, but if you join my Patreon for $5 or more, you can see all the numbers, all the breakdown, everything. So here I'm just going to talk about percentages and stuff like that. So, without further ado, let's get into the juicy stuff. So of all the money made and all the money spent to be at this show, I ended up with 80% of it being profit. 50% of that was card sales, and the other 30 was cash. And again, you can go to my Patreon and see all the breakdown. And then I actually am surprised that it was this good, that only 20% of what I made went to expenses, because it felt like it was a really expensive show to be at. This is the first show where I had to purchase liability insurance to be a vendor. And even though they had their own brand that they were recommending, I did end up finding a different brand that was like almost half the price. So if you're ever in a situation like that, be sure to shop around. And even though I was splitting a table, the additional badge for Ryan ended up being really expensive, that I almost paid for a full price table anyways, which kind of sucked, but it is what it is. You know, I had to have his help, and if I didn't have his help, I would have been royally screwed. And as always, the hotel is very expensive. And I spent a lot on food this time, but we went a little ham on that sushi dinner, and I left the waitress a very good tip because it was really busy and she was great. So, of all of the expenses, the hotel was the worst at like almost 8% of the whole expenses, and then food came in second place from that at 5%. So overall, it was pretty good. Parking also sucked because the best parking lot we could find that was attached to the convention center was $30 a day. So it was like $90, but it was better to just suck it up and pay that, because usually we'll leave our cart behind the table, but with 4 people back there, we had no room. So Ryan had to walk it back to the car every single day and then go back and get it when we were ready to break down. So it was worth it paying a little more for parking that was close enough for him to do that, versus saving like $5 on parking and having him walk like 3 blocks every day, multiple times a day. So those are sacrifices I'm willing to make. So yeah, all in all, you can see all these numbers for real dollar amounts on my Patreon for $5 or more. And I guess I can talk a little bit about the convention now. So this is my very first show in San Jose. You guys may have seen the vlog where I attempted to go get a table for Fanime and failed tremendously, though their whole system was like so whack that I don't know that many people actually did get a table who went to try for one. But it was in the exact same convention center. And I don't know if it's these events, if it's the convention center, if it's San Jose or what, but whoever is responsible, I have to applaud them for the way they put in their COVID regulations, because everybody was required to wear a mask at all times. I did hear people going around and asking people to wear their masks if they weren't during the event, and you had to show proof of vaccination of at least 2 shots. Ryan and I actually have 4 boosters, well, not boosters, but 4 total shots, so we were more than prepared. And it was just really comforting to know that we were taken care of and respected as vendors and as attendees even, because, you know, these events become super spreader events, and when you have multiples lined up like I do, you can't afford to get sick for any of them. So I really appreciate the efforts that the convention center or San Jose or whoever went through to put these regulations in place. And otherwise, like, the event itself was really wild because there were so many things going on. They didn't have usual guests like you would find at the conventions that I'm used to going to, and it was a lot of, like, actual Japanese voice actors and Japanese groups that came in for this event, which is really neat. I do know that we were on one end of the hall, and closer to the other end is where all the live music was happening, and I ventured over that way towards the end of Saturday, and you couldn't hear anybody talking because it was so loud, so I'm actually quite glad with the location that we were stuck in. The event staff was pretty good. They came around a couple times to make sure everybody was doing okay. Though checking in on Friday was pretty stressful because nobody seemed to know where we should go to check in or do our health check or anything like that. And it took us like 30 minutes or so to actually find where we were supposed to be. And we had to be set up by 10 o'clock, and it was, you know, we only had 2 hours to do all of this, so I was a little bit freaked out, but we ended up getting there and getting all taken care of, getting set up way ahead of schedule, so that ended up being okay too. Aside from some of the hiccups that we had, I don't really know that I have anything bad to say about this show. It was pretty great, and everybody that I talked to was really amazing, even all the vendors, so thank you so much, Ariel, for inviting me to share this table with you, because I wouldn't have been able to experience this convention if it wasn't for her and her generosity. So thank you so much. And I also got some gifts. Let me show you guys that stuff. Doing this one-handed because I can't be bothered to find a tripod. So I knew that these were going to be here when I got home because my sister showed me. But she made me... Come on, focus. Come on. She made me little earrings of periwinkle. So I'm going to try and wear these next week at my next show, and hopefully they will bring me some luck. And then I got to meet a lovely fan, Morning Tea. She came by and was talking to me about how much she loves my channel and all my content, and she gave me this really cute little Dragon Ball star. And I haven't opened it up to see what other goodies are in here, but it was so cute, and she was very sweet. So thank you for stopping by and making my day with that. And then this lovely little jar is a gift from Ariel, I guess for being a great table buddy, even though we hadn't been table buddies yet. But this is so cute, and I can't wait to put stuff in here. And it obviously just matches my whole vibe, so lots of cute little goodies. So we are already less than a week away from the next show. I'm doing back-to-back conventions. This weekend we will be at Stockton Con, which I usually end up going to. I'm a little bit nervous for this one because it doesn't have a mask mandate or any of the sort. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this was the first show of 4 that are almost back-to-back. So I am going to be so busy. I barely have time to think, let alone restock anything. So the limited stock I have after CrunchyRoll is what we're going to Stockton with, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to everybody who stopped by my booth and supported me and came by to say hi or is a new follower or whatever. Thank you so much for making all of this happen, and I will see you next week in another Artist Alley vlog. Bye!
Wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed.